Indianapolis Colts continue to ruin my day. Let's get into it.
Indiana, we some Indiana moves. We some Indiana, we some Indiana moves. I'm an Indiana move. We don't think 1, 2, 3. We make the f***ing rules this time. No more talk. Just win. Let's go.
Touchdown! I-N-D-Y! Anthony Richardson.
What did we do to deserve this? What did we do? Like, there was a time where, as a Colts fan, the quarterback position was the most reliable position on the field, from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck. And since Andrew Luck retired, we have been in quarterback hell, purgatory, the slums, prison, whatever you want to call it. We have just not been able to get it right. And when I say we, I mean Jim Irsay and Chris Ballard have not been able to get the quarterback position right. From Jacoby Brissett, Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Gardner Minshew, and now looks like Anthony Richardson has been added to that list. Anthony Richardson, after 10 whole starts, has been benched by the Indianapolis Colts in favor of 39-year-old Joe Flacco, because that sounds like a great plan for the future. I just want to know whose idea was this? Whose idea was it to bench this guy? I'd like to know. Was it Jim Irsay's idea? Was it Ballard's idea? Was it Shane's idea? Was it the team? How close do they think this team is as far as the Colts? How close of a contender do they think this Colts team is? Do they think they're just as good as the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Bengals? Like, who? They're clearly not as good as the Texans. Or 0-2 against them. We just got swept. We lost to the Jaguars. We lost to Malik Willis. How close do they think this team is to winning and competing for a championship? Was it the fact that Anthony Richardson tapped out of a play? Maybe that play was a bigger deal than I thought it was, because I knew it was a bad look, but I didn't think it was so bad that it would get him benched. Okay, so if it's Jim Irsay's fault, this is one of the most short-sighted moves I've ever seen from an owner. Just short-sighted. The kid's 22 years old. He only had like 20 starts from high school to college at quarterback. And now you're just being a meddling owner. Point blank, period. You're being a meddling owner by forcing the GM or the coach to bench this guy after 10 starts. If Chris Ballard decided to bench Anthony Richardson, if Chris Ballard made this call, I would ask him, why did you draft a 21-year-old project quarterback at 4th overall that you knew needed to be developed if you weren't going to go through the process of developing him? You said it yourself that he needs to play, that he needs the reps. He has the talent. He has the ability. He just didn't have the reps. So if that's the case, Chris Ballard, why did you call to bench him? And if Shane Steichen made this call, your job is to coach him up. Okay? You're the guy that signed off on this. You said that you can make this work. As the head coach, as the offensive coordinator, as the play caller, you signed off on Anthony Richardson getting picked at 4. You didn't have to pick a quarterback at 4 if you didn't believe in him. You didn't have to. And even if you didn't believe in him, you didn't have to start him. As a rookie, you could have sat him and let him develop and let him sit behind Gardner Minshew. There was a lot of people who thought that was the way to go. But you decided to play him as a rookie. What did you see during OTAs? What did you see during mini camp? What did you see during training camp? What are you seeing in practice? Are you not coaching him up properly? Are you just ignoring the sign? Like, is he this bad in practice? Because the numbers say he's one of the most inaccurate quarterbacks of all time. Of all time. Not just bad, all time bad. Now, is he just an amazing practice player and he just shows up the games in his ass? Because if that's the case, then, I mean, whatever. but it can't be that strikingly different from practice to game time that you're just like, yeah, we're just going to keep rolling with this. It's your job to coach him up. And you know what? As far as it goes with Joe Flacco, this is kind of what a veteran backup quarterback is there for. They're there to win a few games, keep the offense rolling, and do whatever. We'll probably win 8 to 10 games, sneak into the playoffs, and get smoked by the Bills. Or get smoked by the Chiefs, or get smoked by the Ravens, or get smoked by the Texans again. And then what? What happened? There's reports coming out saying that Anthony Richardson is not done in Indianapolis. I don't think it works like that. I don't think you bench a top 5 pick, a top 10 pick, or even a first round pick in less than 17 starts and then say, you know what? You're the starter next year. I don't know if it works like that. I don't think I've ever seen it. Let me know in the comments if you've seen that before, because I can't think of any moments where that has happened. So what's the plan for 2024? 2025? Because I know what the plan for 2024 is. The plan for 2024 is to get into the playoffs and get smoked. So you can say, hey, we're a playoff team. We're really close. All we need to do is just double down and, make some more draft picks in a draft and maybe get another quarterback. Let's bring in Sam Darnold. Let's bring in Justin Fields. I just don't understand. I don't understand the vision. I don't understand the plan. I don't see what they're doing. This is one of the most short-sighted moves I've ever seen from this Colts team, and it's very frustrating. I get that he was playing bad. Anthony Richardson did not look good, but we knew he needed to be developed, and the only way to really develop a quarterback is to let him play. And if you didn't agree with that method, then you shouldn't have started him. You should have just let him sit for 2 years, sit for 2 or 3 years like Jordan Love did, if that was your philosophy. But if your philosophy is we got to let him play, then you got to understand that there's going to be ups and downs. Now, to be fair, there haven't been a lot of ups with Anthony outside of that one throw in week 1 against the Texans. But still, you guys knew what he was going to be. You guys, everybody knew. In the draft process, we all knew that he was going to be a project. We all knew it was going to take some time. I'm going to put up, hopefully in this video I'll be able to put it up, but there's a side-by-side of Josh Allen's first 10 starts compared to Anthony Richardson's first 10 starts, and they are eerily the same. Anthony, 7 passing touchdowns. Josh Allen, 7. Rushing touchdowns, 5 to 6. Turnovers, 11 to 13. Passer rating, 68.8 to 64.2. Completion percentage, 50 to 52%. Win-loss, Anthony's 5-5. Josh, 4-6. So imagine if the Bills would have just benched Josh Allen after his first 10 starts. Josh Allen is a Pro Bowl quarterback, a playoff quarterback, a top 5 quarterback. Some people think he's an MVP candidate. But we would have never known that had they benched him. I don't know what else more to say. I am beyond frustrated. I'm beyond irritated. I'm beyond annoyed. I will continue to cover this team. I'll continue to root for the team because I'm a fan. This is dumb. It's dumb. I'm sorry. This was dumb.